Hey, come on, come forward.
100% that's killed somebody.
Oh yeah.
Can't see everything. What was that?
What's up, guys? Once again, this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. I want you guys to go ahead and download Raid right now. The links are in the description below on your mobile device or PC while I tell you about the game. Raid is an RPG turn-based game where you can assemble a team of champions, make them stronger, and fight against 10 different bosses and players. Galak is one of my personal favorites to play with. He just has this don't mess with me vibe about him. His weaponry's amazing, his fighting skills are awesome, and he's green and has orange hair. Right now we're here on the portal, and as you'll see, we got different kinds of shards here. At the moment we only got the mystery shard, but we're about to summon a new character right now. Wow, and just like that, look at this vicious warrior. Check out some of this epical boss battling. Oh, you thought you had me? No way. In the arena, you can fight PvP battles against other players. You can earn weekly rewards and increase your champion's attributes by climbing in the arena ranking. In Battle Campaign, you can increase the XP of your new champions, make them stronger, and win artifacts and lots of silver. Go to the video description, click on the special links, and if you are a new player, you will get 100,000 silver, 1 energy refill, 1 day XP boost, and 1 free champion adjudicator. Just look at this champion they are giving you for free. You will find your extra rewards here in your inbox for the next 30 days. Guys, what are you waiting for? Download Raid Shadow Legends right now. Links in the description below. What's up, guys? Jody Dean here, Mr. Hunting the Dead. Welcome back to another video. Right now we are in Ybor City, Florida at a famous axe murderer house. Victor Licata was an American mass murderer who used an axe to kill his entire family. On these back streets of Ybor City sits what I call the Reefer Madness house. On October 16, 1933 is when the killing started. The media reported Victor as being an axe-murdering marijuana addict. I investigated this house in 2019 and I believe I documented paranormal evidence. Tampa, Florida, the Victor Licata axe murder case.
Alright, so this is Kurt's place. He's not here right now, he'll be here shortly. But this is his very intricate home. Kurt is a collector of many things. And he's also a collector of spirits. For he has done, whether it was intentional or not, this gentleman has acquired haunted homes. And this is one of them that's actually got quite the history to it. And yes, we believe it to be haunted. Kurt himself has had paranormal experiences here as well as other people. And I've been told that I should come back, that this place is aching for another investigation. And I'm dying to document it. Alright, so I guess we'll start it off. Just tell me your name and a little bit about the place here.
My name is Kurt Schleicher. I live in Ybor City. I live in the murder house of Victor Licata, who was 17 in 1933. He smoked marijuana and he axe-murdered both parents, 3 siblings, and he hunted the family dog down and chopped them in little pieces. They called him the Dream Slayer because he said he thought he was dreaming and he was bopping his family members on the head with a rubber mallet. Come to find out, the Tampa Bay Times wrote an article saying that they call it the River of Blood because there was so much blood that it was flowing out the front door down the stairs.
Is there a particular place in the house that you feel is spiritually the most intensified, you could say?
It's kind of funny because if you go on the internet, you can see a floor plan of the house. It's a shotgun. So the first bedroom had the father and a son, and you can still, if you look it up, you can actually see the marks, the X's where the bodies were found. If you go to the middle bedroom, 2 kids, and then if you go in the back, the mother was sleeping by herself. The dog was found mutilated underneath the porch. So this kid chased the dog down until he had his way with it. As far as feeling it, it's different times, different things. My dog feels it in this room. I feel it in the middle bedroom. And I've had friends here that have witnessed objects being thrown at them.
As far as blood goes, have you ever found any blood here, maybe from that massacring?
It happened in 1933. That was 90 years ago. These floors are new, so probably not.
I know you've had some paranormal experiences here. What's the craziest thing that you've ever witnessed, or was it witnessing what happened to your friends?
Well, I was sitting on the couch, and my dog, for no reason, will get up on his... He's a big boxer. He'll get up on the back of the couch, and he'll just start staring at something, which there's no noise outside. There's nobody walking by. There's just something that's in the room that's a presence that he has picked up. And he's very intent. You know, boxers are guard dogs, so he's very intent on, he knows there's something in front of him. He just can't see it, but he can feel it or sense it. My friend was sitting on this couch, and the lampshade here we were actually talking about the house, and the lampshade flew off twice. We put the lampshade back on, the lampshade flew off twice and hit the girl, and pretty much sent her running from the house.
So obviously, without a doubt, you believe this place is haunted.
There's definitely something going on, for sure.
As far as the movie goes, that's would you say like loosely inspired off of this?
Oh no, the movie. Well, they want to do a horror film. If you talk about horror films, the most iconic films are usually based off of true stories. The Exorcist, the Amityville Horror. Those are all real stories based off of real life experience. They're not fiction. They were factual evidence that were made into movies. That's why they're timeless movies. Leatherface. It was a family that grew up 3-4 generations in slaughterhouses. When they closed the slaughterhouse, these guys were so anesthetized about death and blood and slaughter that they needed that feed to actually be normal. So that's why those movies are iconic, because of that very reason. This kid easily could be in the realm of them, because, I mean, this kid definitely is a serial killer. I mean, 5 people, you know, and his own family and the dog. So should that be should that be a story? Absolutely. Should it be a movie? Absolutely.
What are your plans with the house? I mean, obviously you're living here. Do you have any... is there a bigger picture for this place? Do you plan on doing anything with it, or is this your place forever?
I've had ideas about what to do. I mean, you could, with the tie-in with the reason that marijuana is a class 1 narcotic, because of the kid supposedly smoked weed before he did it. You get a whole nother social issue, which is huge right now because of, you know, the marijuana laws and people, you know, going to jail for carrying a dime bag of weed. And so you not only have the murder side of it, but you have policy that has really reshaped this country and has put a lot of people in jail because of this little plant that in 1933 they were so scared of it that they made it a class 1 narcotic because of what happened in this house. This is ground zero for the reason that marijuana is a class 1 narcotic. They literally took this case, stood in front of Congress and go, if you smoke weed, you murder people. Here's the house, here's the person that did it. Here are the people and the dog that died. So you have to understand the ramification of how much more important this is than, you know, Leatherface or The Exorcist, because this socially changed America for 70, 80 years.
Wow. So this place definitely has made quite the stake in,
Yes.
in this policy and everything like that.
Let me ask you this question. What do you think about Victor? What do you think about Victor as a spirit? What do you think, have you picked up anything from living here? See, in my opinion, if I lived here, I would kind of be inside this guy's mind in a spiritual way. Is there anything you feel like that you can contribute?
His family, so everybody died except for one son that was at University of Florida. That son now has had kids and other family members that have come here, knocked on the door because they're associated or relatives of the people that actually lived here. So it's interesting to hear their perspectives of what happened. They think that he was a little demented because possibly the mother and the father were first cousins. So he was already a little jilted, and then you add a chemical substance, not chemical but a weed substance that's mind altering in some sort of capacity, and that could have been enough chemical imbalance for him to flip the trigger. Possibility, maybe. Did it happen? Don't know, but there are stories of why this happened.
Have you ever seen a figure in here that you believe could be one of the people that was murdered, or maybe Victor himself?
I sleep in the back bedroom where the mom was. The other bedrooms where everybody else was. So not during the day. I'm in there, but at night, never. Usually, I haven't seen an image or a presence, but I know people have come here with their equipment and you can see them. So to answer your question, yes. With the naked eye, no. With equipment, yes.
Can you tell me where the axe murders happened? Is there one of the people here that used to live here that was murdered? Did the mob have anything to do with what happened here? Can you tell me where the murders happened? What's the name of the gentleman that lives here now? Were children murdered here? What weapon was used in the killings that took place here? Do one of these artifacts in here belong to you? What about this room right here? Did something bad happen in here?
Well, first off, as I'm walking through here right now, I feel energy, and I do feel like there's something that's aware of me, something that's kind of standing back watching me. I feel like it feels my presence, and I definitely feel its presence here.
Now, Kurt has a lot of interesting, unique stuff in his collection, but this caught my eye as soon as I walked in. This old wicker wheelchair. What are the chances that somebody could have died in this and possibly their energy could be connected to it? I believe there is a chance. There's no verification that this happened, but there's a good possibility. So I want to try and see if we can get anything to respond using the chair as like a trigger object. This meter in my hand reads electromagnetic fields, and since you are a spirit, you are energy, and you are able to manipulate this. Will you please come forward and make this device light up using your energy? I'm going to set it on the wheelchair, and if you could communicate with me by making it light up, I would greatly appreciate that. Did you die in this chair? Did you spend your last moments in this chair? If you did, I hope you know that you can communicate with me. You can easily make that light up.
Alright, I want you guys to notice how the spirit box is not making the meter light up. Okay, so I'm going to set the spirit box back here. Make that light up and speak at the same time. Come on. There you go, come on. Make it light up all the way. That's it, come on, come forward. Make it light up as much as you can.
So this is a movie, Reefer Madness is a movie that they say is inspired by this house. Okay, so Ashley's here and she just pulled up basically a layout of the house, and the murders took place right in these areas where you see these little marks right here, these little crosses. So 2 in that room, 2 in this room, 1 right there, and looks like that was it. Wow, so 5 people were murdered in here. They were hacked up. So this was actually off a Nazi soldier's uniform.
Yeah.
Wow.
Here's the Iron Cross that hung around their neck.
Wow. So I mean, just these things alone right here, I mean, they hold a residual energy, I believe.
There's a belt buckle.
Huh. This would have been something that
Yeah, it would have hung as a medal
on clan members.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay guys, we're gonna go ahead and sweep this place really quickly with the SLS. I walked in here with a full battery and this thing suddenly just drained, and there is an authentic Nazi flag here. Kurt just has the most eclectic collection I have ever seen. It's very intricate, man. I mean, you'll see everything from vintage Godzilla to vinyl records to old war relics to a giant stormtrooper walking in the front door. Slot machines, things from the Don Cesar.
Is there anything down there that would like to show itself? What about Victor? Is Victor here?
.50 cal Colt. This is the real deal.
That's an authentic Colt right there.
That's an authentic Colt. This is what they use when they gunfight.
So they're 100% that's killed somebody.
Oh yeah, 100%. That one, I got another one over here. You know, these are zip guns that maybe people have.
Little 1-shotters or 2-shotters, right?
This is a Derringer 22, and these are zip guns. What you do, you put a 22 in there, and this is a wise guy's gun.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the squeeze trigger, and so basically you were in a social setting and you just walked up to somebody and you just kind of stick it in their gut. You pull the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
It's all brass. It's not going to heat up, and then you go over to the East River and you toss the gun away.
Wow.
Yeah, but this is, and they're not gonna die right there, but they're gonna bleed out. They'll make it to the hospital, which then everybody's going this way, but the guy that did it is going that way. So it's a great gun because nobody really, a 22, it's not gonna kill you.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna hurt you. It's gonna knock you down, and it's gonna create a commotion where it's kind of a redirection.
Do you feel like having all this stuff, man, contributes to your spiritual activity?
Possibly. Like the 1800s, I mean, that's what handcuffs look like.
Yeah, and those look painful, man.
Yeah, and they're heavy too.
Yeah. Alright guys, so knowing that there's some weapons in here that were definitely used in killing, that have killed, I'm going to go ahead and run the Necrophonic app and just see if we get any spirits communicating with us. Do one of these weapons belong to you? What about that gun? Is that yours? Were you killed by one of these firearms? That one was there. Something in this case belonged to you by chance? Sound like 3. It'd be crazy if you had the same person's 3 guns. What about that Colt over there? What do you think about that? Died. Did you die by the hands of one of these guns? Whoa. Do these guns contribute to the spiritual energy here in this house? Alright, so now we're in the bedroom right now. I'm just gonna kind of walk around, and I want to ask if there's anything, if there's anyone here, if maybe you could come forward. You could come forward and just speak into my camera. I'm looking at that picture because it's so haunting. Kurt said he's got something to show me, so I'm gonna go check it out real quick.
So,
whoa. Okay, see, yeah, I missed all that. You have...
that's an actual bone carved Jesus.
That's Jesus carved out of a bone.
Early late 1600s, early 1700s.
Wow. That one right there, there's something about that that's very, very taunting. And what's up with this picture up here?
Okay, so I bought this in a junk store in Manhattan years ago. And I take it home and I look at it. And I start to realize that there's something wrong with this kid. If you look at it, look at the feet.
Yeah.
That foot is backwards.
Wow. So
then I'm like, okay, I look at the hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 fingers on each hand.
oh my God. So what do you make of this picture?
So then I'm looking at it even further and I go, oh my God, it's sitting in a wheelchair like the one in the other room with a blanket over it. And if you look at it even further, you're like, this kid has a body of a 2-year-old but a face of like a 40-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah, no, correct. Absolutely.
There's no neck. So I looking at this thing, I flip it over, I pull the back off it, and there's, I don't know if the paper's still there.
This is really interesting. Wow.
This kid had all kinds of issues, and this is the disease or whatever the issues were. Paint this child.
What? Vital syndrome.
Yeah, those are all the syndromes that this kid
Oh
had.
my God.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't ignore this either. What's up with this helmet right here?
That is an original World War I Prussian helmet. Before Germany was Germany, they were Prussia. This is from 1910.
Okay guys, I'm just going to kind of do a little bit of a walkthrough with the thermal. If you guys see anything
on the thermal, just timestamp it in the comments below. Sometimes, you know, I'm filming, I'm walking through, people are living, I can't see everything. What was that? There was just something over there. Did you guys see that? It looked like somebody was there and then they were gone. That was crazy. We just started sweeping with the therm and there was something on there. This looked like there was somebody over there moving to the right. Looks like they are moving to the right. What the hell? Dude, this place always produces. And you know, this place should produce, man. Not only does it have that gruesome, haunting, horrific, terrifying history, but it also has all these artifacts that Kurt collects. And he's got stuff that holds energy. Is it contributing? I believe it does. I'm not witnessing any poltergeist activity here, and I'm surprised. I told Kurt, I'm very surprised we're not witnessing poltergeist here. Without a doubt, this place is absolutely haunted. How could it not be? That said, I think the energy that Kurt has is such a respectful energy that nothing's trying to harm him, that things are trying to let him live in peace. And you know, when you think about the situation, there was a man here, Victor, that they say killed his family. It was something very gruesome happened, whatever the case may be. You know, they say that you know, maybe his genes were messed up because family had a baby together. There was incest involved. There was, you know, a narcotic involved. There was marijuana. So maybe his mind being altered, he did something that he wouldn't have done had his mind not been altered. Doesn't mean that it was right. Just means that it's something to think about, that maybe in his spirit life he's realized he's done something wrong, and maybe that's why this isn't more of a physical haunting. Guys, I'm Jody Dean, Mr. Hunting the Dead. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you hit that like button, you leave comments below. Make sure you share it on your Instagram stories, you tweet it out on Twitter, you share it on Facebook. Also, again, if you guys heard anything in this video, make sure you leave it in the comments below. I definitely believe this home is haunted. I'm very surprised it's not more of a physical haunting. That said, people have had physical paranormal experiences here. This place definitely has the power to be a paranormal storm. Make sure you guys grab your Hunting Dead merchandise at htd4life.com, and until next time, sweet nightmares.